Okay, Felpots, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jose, and today we're going to be doing the second episode in the series I'm calling the VR Dream Team, which is the HP Reverb G2 paired with the RTX 3090. It's the Asus ROG Strix edition, and it's pretty awesome. I'm super excited I was able to get a hold of one. I had to sell my old GPU, my RTX 2080, so I can't really give you guys a comparison. But I'm sure there's plenty of footage online showing what those sims look like in VR. Now, I'm going to go over a few things here. I'm going to go over my computer specs, what I'm running, what I kind of recommend for DCS, and not only that, but VR, if you guys can upgrade, not update maybe your RAM or your hard drive, something. But I'll go over that. On top of that, I'm going to show you my settings that I'm running here for VR, and then we're going to go into a custom mission I made, which is going to be 50 fighters going head-to-head. And that's going to show the complexity and how well this sim handles all that chaos. So here we go. Let's get into it. Welcome. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about as we're looking at this screen here, my computer settings. I'm running an i7-9700K overclocked to 5.0. It is water cooled. I'm running a Z390 motherboard. On top of that, I have 32 gigabytes of HyperX DDR4 4000 megahertz RAM. If you guys can't get 32, at least get 16 gigabytes of RAM, especially for VR and definitely for DCS. I definitely recommend 16 gigabytes, especially as prices are going down. That's probably one of the best things you can do to just help your computer out, as CPUs and GPUs are definitely the most expensive parts. Now, another key thing I will say, the NVMe M.2 hard drive that I put in my computer, which my motherboard supports, was one of the single key factors that helped smooth out DCS for me. I was having micro stutters and just this weird lag when I was flying online. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was my GPU until I moved it from my hybrid hard drive, which I thought was okay, to the NVMe M.2. So what I do for all these VR sims you guys see, they run off my NVMe M.2 hard drive or SSD, right? And that's what they run off, and it just helps load instantly. I am loading in and out of these games so fast, even Microsoft Flight Sim, DCS, everything. It's impressive. So it's gonna literally give you an improved experience, frame rate. So definitely upgrade that if you can, even if it's a small one for your 1, 2, or 3 favorite titles. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about here is the RTX 3090. Guys, we all know these things are impossible to get. Right now, AMD dropped their 6900 XT, which is an excellent competitor. And again, the whole point of me doing these videos is so you guys can really compare, do I need a 3090 or can I stick with a 3080? I do not have a 3080 to show off at this time and give you guys some direct comparison for FPS, but I think a lot of people want to know, hey, how does DCS run? What are your settings? What's your build? And how does it perform? You know, what's the experience like? So that's the whole point of this. And somebody mentioned in my last video, they said, hey, you know, this isn't really, you know, a real test, you know, make the GPU work, put it on a real sim like DCS, and I completely agree. So this is it. Now let's talk about the presets here. So real fast, I haven't said this, but I'm not going to be able to show the FPS on the screen, the on-screen display. I tried everything. I tried all sorts of weird things with OBS, with MSI Afterburner having the display to show for you guys to see the frame rates. I do have FPS VR right in front of me. For those of you who know, it is an excellent way to track and show FPS. So that's going to be in front of me. I'm going to be reading that out as we're going through. We're currently locked at 60 FPS with 1.5 millisecond response time in this menu. Now let's go over these settings here. This is actually, let's go straight to here. VR. VR is what DCS has set up as a base for people to start, and then from there you can crank it up. And that's normally what happens. Every person, you know, would probably come here to VR and then we're like, you know what? That's what DCS recommends. We start moving the sliders to the right. We start increasing the settings over here to the left. And that's honestly the best way to do this. There's certain things that do cost a lot. MSAA, I think SSAA and SSLR, I believe these are pretty taxing. For me, even now, the tree visibility is a huge hitter. I mean, when I put that to the right, I'll do another video later on with everything slid to the right, and it works. It's flyable. It's actually really nice. But I'm not crazy about FPS. I don't need everything to be like 100 FPS, anything crazy. But VR, we want smooth flights. We want it to be enjoyable. Even with the RTX 3090 and the G2 and my setup, these games compute a lot. They're asking for a lot. So I'll do one later with everything maxed out, but let me show you from VR. We're going to go to high. This is what a lot of players run on high with just your standard 2D or 4K setup, and then obviously everybody adjusts things to the right and improves it a little bit. Now take a quick note of what this is, and let me show you my settings, which also these custom presets are amazing. They're just perfect. All right, so custom, I am a couple notches above high on certain things, and then I did bring back the tree visibility a little bit. Preload radius is up. Anisotropic filtering is at 16, and so you know I am running the HP Reverb headset on a resolution of I'm running my headset on a standard resolution of 50% through Steam VR. So some people, especially, you know what, I'll link Carl's video below. He was talking about how it should be closer to 100 for the pin cushion and barrel distortion effect to simplify that, and I think I agree with him. What he says definitely makes sense. For now, I don't really see the gain when I put my Steam VR resolution to 3000 something by 3000 something, but I will do a video later on that if you guys are kind of curious what that difference is. But let me link Carl's video below because he talks about that right now. It's a pretty big topic amongst the G2 users, whether or not we should be at 50% resolution or at 100. So last thing I'm going to talk about here, I feel like I'm going on forever. Pixel density, I leave mine at 1.0. I'm running the HP Reverb G2. The resolution is slightly above 2200 by 2200, and the pixel density, I can bump it up, and actually I don't know how to explain it. It just looks cleaner. It looks crisp. It really helps out if you just want that absolute fine detail. But honestly, this looks amazing. I mean, short of the poor textures here on the surface, this MIG looks beautiful, and this hanger, you know, everything, it looks crisp. I don't need it to be any higher. So I can do it, but I don't really see the gain for it. So right now I'll leave that there, and we're gonna check out my custom mission that I've set up real fast. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the custom mission. It's gonna be 20 F-15s versus 30 MiGs opposite direction. We're going to be right here hanging in the back with an F-16, and this actually should be pretty cool. We're going to be right over Copoletti. It's going to be winter, so it's nice and white outside. And yeah, this is honestly a huge test when you're having 50 fighters go opposite direction. It's pretty chaotic. So I'll keep you guys posted on my FPS and how it performs. So let's do it. Okay guys, here we are. We are in the cockpit, and I've just turned on my control. I thought I was gonna have to dump my stores and my fuel tanks here, but I just realized I didn't bring anything with me. So we're not gonna get to play today. We're just gonna dodge everyone. We're gonna watch the squad to the right. We have the MiGs opposite direction. Let us get into this. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go full throttle, and we're gonna climb. We're climbing out of 40,000 feet. Look at this. Look at how the missiles, the AIM-120s, they go up. They're going to lob straight up, and they're going to come right down on these guys. Again, 20 F-15s. Let's check this out real fast. Look at all these missiles. 30 MiGs shooting. This is crazy. Look at the missiles diving back down. Now we have enough distance. The fighters are turning back in again. They're getting ready for the second volley. Some of them are taking evasive maneuver. We cannot turn any further to the left because we're probably going to get tagged by one of these R-27s. That one missed us. That one missed us. Look at this. Look at this. We have aims just flying. Whoa, that missile almost hit me. I'm surprised I have not been shot down. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that missile right there. And boom, missed him. Oh, it hooked left. That's crazy. That missile went straight left. Right there. Splash. Boom! Oh, two more. Boom, boom! Chaos, guys, chaos. So all these streamers, I guess these exhausts, these smoke trails we see, these are the jets that have been shot down. So right beneath us, this is just absolutely littered with debris. And we'll see it here in a moment. There goes another one, splash right there. Look at this. This whole area is littered with 30 MiGs. Everywhere. MiGs everywhere. I don't know how many F-15s we lost. I'm assuming maybe a few, but 20, I kept on pushing the numbers. 20 F-15s just took out 30 MiGs. At one point I did a scenario of 50. It was, I think, like 50 F-15s versus 70 MiGs. I definitely had lag on that one. But all right, guys, I'm gonna do a little bit of carving over these hills. We have 5,200 pounds of fuel left, and you know what? I did not go over my frame rates as that was happening, but I did it on the last video, and I have to tell you, right now I'm at 54 frames per second, and throughout my last video, which I recorded, I never went under 54 frames, which is where I'm at right now. 53 maybe once, but the frames, literally, I got so excited I forgot to look down and give you guys a counter, but my FPS stayed at 54, 55, 57 FPS all the time, and it's really consistent. Like, they don't fluctuate. It's impressive. Now again, if I do add way more aircraft, it will show, of course, but here we are. We're over a good amount of autogen. We got some shadows. 54 frames per second still here. We're just gonna carve some mountains for a moment before we turn back and land. This is so smooth. I mean, this is just unbelievable. I love the F-16. This fighter is just something else, really. Look at this. I've actually never played DCS with a winter scenario like this. Man, this looks gorgeous. Whoa. All right, hopefully I don't crash. All right, we're about to hit bingo fuel. There it is. 2,000 pounds left. We're still rocking that afterburner. Altitude. Whoa, pull up. Does that get old? I don't think so. Haha. All right, guys, so this has been absolutely crazy. Just had to switch it up here. I hope this looks smooth on the video, because this is absolutely smooth, super crisp. I mean, this is just awesome. Okay, we'll pull up. Running out of fuel, we got to get ready to put her down. Here we go. We'll do one more. Wow, that sounds awesome. Man, that sounds crazy. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, we're almost out of fuel. All right, let's try to call Kabuletti, get ATC inbound, let him know. We'll do an overhead brake, and we'll try to land this bird. All right, so we're still getting 55 FPS. All right, we're gonna request landing. Hopefully we don't black out. Oh snap, I actually, what? No, we don't have any fuel. We're landing. Oh snap. I think that is a sound of an F-16 glider. Do we have enough energy to put down the gear? Barely. Okay, we're gonna dead stick this in before. Do we got this? Holy smokes. Zero fuel, engine has shut off. I was fooling around too long. Whoa. That is the quietest F-16 I've ever heard. All right, guys, so that was it. That was a crazy landing. I didn't mean to run out of fuel, but we did, and I'm gonna try to not flip this aircraft. We're going off here, taking out these lights at Kabuletti. Let's get that nose steering in. We're gonna have to get towed. So yeah, guys, as you can see, this is running and looking amazing. Actually, let me see. No, my speed brakes don't work. I guess I need hydraulic power for that, and no hydraulics. Although somehow the gear came down. So that was really cool. But yeah, look at this. Dead stick landing. That was a blast. It's probably my first one at F-16. Boom. Anyways, guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Jose. We'll do some more of these crazy flights. If you have any requests or comments or suggestions, let me know. If you liked the video, hit thumbs up. If you disliked it, hit that thumbs down button twice. And yeah, let me know. Here we go, guys. Welcome.